Hi, welcome my dear students. In this lab we are going to configure the dual stack transition mode, and we are going to use this topology. We have three routers: router 1, router 2 and router 3, and an outside router which is router 4. This is the IPv4 address for our network, and this is the IPv6 address for our. We already built the topology, and in this lab we are going to only configure the IPv4 and verify the configuration. Why we do the IPv4 configuration before IPv6? Because typically in nowadays current networks we have IPv4 configured and fully connected, fully implemented, and we don't have any problem with it, and we want to deploy the second stack, the IPv6 network. So we will have two actually separate network in one place. So we need to set up the IPv4, then we will go to IPv6. Okay, let us start with routers, beginning by router 1. We will set up the IPv4 for the interfaces, and at the same time we are going to deploy or set up the OSPF routing protocol. So starting by yes, R1, okay, config terminal, interface S00, IP address 10.10.12.1, and this is the subnet mask. Sorry, .0. Okay, this is for this this IP address for this interface. No shut. Okay, for the next interface, which is S01, the IP address will be 10.10.13.1. Let me put it like that, and the subnet mask will be same. Okay, no shut. Here, that's all. For the loopback, we need to set up the IPv4 address as well. Loopback 0. The IP address will be 10, this IP address 10.10.1.1, and the subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. Okay, that's all. Now we want to set up the OSPF protocol. So router OSPF, the process ID will be 123. We are going to use the network command for all network 12.1.0.0.0 area 0. Okay, for the second network 13. Okay, and for the loopback network will be like that. And to end the configuration, and now we want to see the IP assigned to the interfaces. Show IP interface brief. Okay, we have the IP address. Let me repeat the command. Okay, this is good. We have this interface with this IPv4 address, and it is manually up. And also we have this IP address for the interface, and for the loopback we have the IPv4 address. Okay, now let's go to router 2. Console. Okay, configure terminal. Interface S00. The IP address will be 10.10.12.2 255.255.255.0. This one for this interface. Sorry, is something error here. Okay, that's good. No shut. For the next interface, which is S01, the IP address will be 10.10.10.23 for this network. Okay, and the subnet mask, no shutdown to put it up. And for the loopback interface, loopback 0, the IP address will be 10.10.10.2.2. Okay, now we want to configure the OSPF routing protocol, but we will do it directly on the interface instead of using the network command. So for the first interface, okay, we are going to issue this command: IP OSPF 123, the process ID 123, area 0. Okay, for the second interface, which is S01, same command will be executed, and also for the loopback, same command will be executed. Okay, that's good. And the configuration, and we need to show the IP address assigned. Interface brief. Good, we have this interface which is up, and this is the IP address, and this interface also up. And for the loopback, this IPv4 address. Okay, now let's go to router 3. In router 3 we have static route. We need to configure it in addition to the OSPF routing protocol. But first, let us do the configuration for the IPv4 addresses. Interface S00. Okay, IP address is 10.10.13.3.255.255.255.0. This is for this IP address for this interface. Good. We want to put it on or up, and we want to enable the OSPF directly on the interface. So IP OSPF, the process ID is 123 and the area is 0. Okay, now for the next interface, which is S1, S01, this interface, okay, the IP address will be 10.10.23.3 255.255.255.0, the subnet mask. We need to put it up, now shut down, and we want to enable the OSPF routing protocol directly on the interface. Okay, good. Now for this interface we have, for this interface which is S0, we need to configure the IPv4 address. So interface S0 S20, the IP address will be 10.11.34.3, sorry, and this is the subnet mask. We need to put it up, and also we need to enable the OSPF routing protocol. Okay, the last interface, which is loopback 0. Okay, the IP address will be 10.10.3.3. okay, and we need to enable the OSPF routing protocol. Okay, that's good. We set up the OSPF on all interfaces, and we give IPv4 address for all interfaces. Now the last step is to set up the static route. IP route, the default route will be 0000. Okay, and next hub is 20. Okay, now we need to set up the default static route, which is in IPv4 0000. We need to execute this command, IP route 0000, and the next hub is S20. Okay, good. In order to distribute this information, the information about the static route, we need to execute the default information. Originate, just to allow the router to distribute the information about the static route. Sorry, we need to go inside the OSPF. Okay, that is good. In the configuration, then let us show the IP addresses assigned to the interfaces. Okay, now we have 3 interfaces here, S00, S01 and S20. All are up and assigned an IPv4 address, and for the loopback also we have a valid IPv4 address. The last router need to be configured is R4, and in R4 we have only one interface, which is S0. 20, we are going to assign it an IPv4 address, and we need to allow this router to pass traffic to the inside network by configuring a static route. Okay, so configure terminal. The only interface that we have is S20. Its IP address will be 10.12.34.4.255.255.255.0. We need to put it up, and for the loopback 0, the IP address will be 10.12.4.4. okay, that is good. Now we need to only configure the default route to the inside network. So IP route, the network is 10.10.0.0, which is our network, and this is the subnet mask for the network, and the next hub is S20. Good. And let us show the IPv4 address assigned. Okay, this is the interface, and this is the IP address assigned, and this is the loopback. Okay, now the IPv4 address is configured. We need to verify the connectivity between all the interfaces. That means we need to go to this interface, for example, which is S00 in R1, and check the connectivity to all other interfaces, and we need to repeat the same process on this interface, which is S01, and check the connectivity to all other interfaces. This process is long process, so we are going to use the TCL, which is tool control language, and we are use the for each loop in order to repeat the ping command. Inside for loop, this is the loop, this is the beginning of the loop, and this is the end of the loop. Okay, so for each IP address inside the loop, we are going to use or we are going to actually execute the ping command from the loopback. Okay, so you need to only to put inside the loop all the IPv4 address or IPv6 address that you want to check the connectivity between the source interface and the IP addresses. Okay, we need first to get inside the tool command language. So TCL sh copy all these commands, I mean the for each loop, and paste it. Okay, let the for loop do the ping command, and we can see here that all the ping with success rate of 100%. So we have a connectivity from the loopback to all other interfaces. In order to get out from the TCL mode, you need to execute this command, which is TCL quit, and that's all. Okay, now we need to repeat the same command in router 2, TCL show, paste. Okay, very good. We have all ping with 100 success rate. That is good. In R3, TCL show, very good, paste. Okay, we have, here success rate is 100%, 100%, 100%, and all with 100%. Last router, TCL show, paste. Sorry, you need to copy it and paste it again. Copy, paste. Okay, very good. That's all for this lab. We finish the configuration of IPv4 in the next lab to complete the setup of the dual stack by implementing the IPv6 protocol on the same network. And thank you for watching.